Hey Terrell, hey Raz. Yeah, thanks. It's been a long month, so if I start coughing on stream, just bear with me. It's been such a while, I gotta figure out where I'm at with this stuff. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Yeah, thanks for asking, Raz. Yeah, she's doing well. She's back home. She went through rehab. She's up, she's walking, so things are going really well. But then after all that went down, I came home and I ended up getting COVID. Now, my COVID was like really light. All I had was like a fever and backache. But they gave me meds for the COVID, which actually burned my sinuses. I had a reaction to it, I guess. And then I ended up with the worst sinus infection I've had since college, like 97. So for 2 weeks I was just in pain. So I was on like antibiotics and all this other stuff. So I'm still got a little bit of it left, but yeah, it was pretty damn bad. But doing better now. Yeah, it was a crazy month. It was first my mother, then COVID, and then the sinus infection. It was just, I was just completely grounded from doing anything. Hey Zero, how's it going? But so this past couple days I've been getting back to work. I've been trying to do a little personal stuff to get like back into the swing of things. So kind of see where I'm at with all this. Yeah, I probably got the pictures of Rogue. I'll probably go over on Sunday. That's kind of the day I usually do my stuff. I still got a lot of stuff I'm catching up on. The house has been a mess. I've just been doing a lot of other stuff I neglected for a month. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff I was working on. I had a lot of garage stuff I wanted to get done before the weather got cold, but it just didn't work out this past month. So the past couple days I've been, since the weather isn't as cold yet, I've been trying to put the heater on in the garage and catch up. So I've been putting a couple late nights back in to getting stuff done. And then to top it off, I had to have the guy who installed my heating system in the house, the boiler. Somehow this past week the computer on it was flipping out, so he just came and replaced that today. Thank God that was under warranty. I don't know, it's like everything comes in waves, you know. You have a good couple months and then you have a bad couple months, so hopefully it's quiet for a couple more. I just need a couple quiet months. I got to catch up. And the bad thing too is everybody's going to start contacting me in January for commissions. And I missed a month, so I didn't get a lot done. But, oh well. People are just going to have to wait. At least during all this, the highlight was Prime 1 had that showcase, and they showed off their Power Girl finally. I was like waiting like years for them to show this thing, and then when I saw it, I was like, I don't even want it. Not feeling it. So that was at least a good point during all this. I got to actually see about that stuff. I mean, it seems to me it's like a 1/3 unfinished Power Girl. It just doesn't seem finished to me. The legs seem very thick. The chest is not bad, but I'm not really feeling the faces. They feel too. You know, she's more of an adult. She's like a young adult. She's not. They made it more like too anime. I don't know. I like when I first saw the legs, I was like, oh, she's floating on the cloud. But then when I saw the one arm in the air, I'm like, it's the same as Sideshow's. Honestly, I like Sideshow's better. I think Sideshow's is way more detailed, and then she feels more adult, you know? So I think I'm going to skip the Prime 1. Because even if I bought it, I'm going to have to redo it. But I did like the Batman sitting on the chair with all the LED screens behind him. Like, I'm not a Batman fan, but if I was and that was a 1/4, I would want that one in a worse way. But all in all, I wasn't feeling the Power Girl at all. I'm like, do I really want to spend $1,500 plus, you know, like shipped or even plus shipping just to have to redo it? I don't know. I just didn't like it. Just, you know what it is too, is they added a texture to the outfit. Like, oh my god, that's the biggest selling point. There's a texture on the outfit, but I don't like the texture on the outfit. Honestly, I think that really kills the sculpt for me. It was, you know what it was? His first reaction was like, oh my god, they finally made it, I gotta get it. And then I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, well, I want to fix this, I want to fix that. And then after I saw people post pictures online of Prime 1's Power Girl next to Sideshow's, I was like, Sideshow's blows it out of the water for me. So, I think I'm good on saving money on that point. But I have been working on that 3D print here and there to get back into swing of things for myself that I posted a video on. And I honestly like that 3D print I'm working on more. So for like a $7 a month subscription to Patreon, I think the Power Girl I got is better than the Prime 1. So. Thanks, Customizer. Appreciate it. Yeah, Raz, I miss doing the streams too. I just, it's just been a bad month. It's all bad month. Alright, so let's kind of figure out where I left off with these things. So I mixed up some A's now because we're going to roll it out. I think I'm going to start working on putting like a layer of A's here and a layer of A's over here and start working on this part. But for Psylocke, I sort of chopped her up today. Let's see where we're at. Alright. Alright, for Psylocke now. So I have this hair piece, and I was thinking of sort of giving her a little bit of a flowing hair. Kind of get this down a little bit. I took off my sweater too. The heat guy had me blast the heat to test it out. So it's hot as hell in here now. Okay, There we go. So this piece, I chopped up the hair and I grinded it all down. I'm probably gonna have to grind a little bit more. What I'm thinking of doing is taking this hair piece and throwing it back there somehow, give it like a flow. Instead of just having it like down like this, kind of a little bit more like that maybe. So it would kind of go like that. Now for her hands though, if you put this hand on her, right, put this one on her, this is made for the clear, this clear piece. I think it goes like this. It's supposed to go like that. But I'm not really a fan of that one in front. What I want to do is I want to have this one back here, and I want to have this piece like that. So what I'm thinking is if we can put the hair like this, yeah, more like this, it'll work. But I think what I need to do is I think I need to cut this hand off of here and swap it to there. So this way, this can work. So this will be magnetized better. You know? It's just a matter of sort of cutting this hand off, and attaching to there. So this will work back here better. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do with that. I'm not doing the whole change of arms and swapping everything out. I want one pose and that's it. So this hair, this way we can see if I can make this removable. So this way this can swap and then this at least comes out. I'll have to really get in the garage and grind it down a little bit more and set it up. Something I just started planning today actually. I didn't even have a chance to really like go over this piece at all. And then what I'll do is I'll just kind of take the hair and kind of hold it together more. This hair I think was from the Wonder Woman kit that I traded a guy for. So this was an extra hair piece. So I think what we'll do is we'll work on some line work here. And I'll have to just grind this stuff out a little bit more. And I think once I'm semi done, I'm gonna have to clean up because a lot of this cracked up on me around these edges. So I'm gonna have to fix up that stuff. I think one day though I did come home during the month and I was in the garage doing some stuff. So I think I did clean up her edges a little bit. But she's looking pretty good. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing with this one. Just got to get that day in the garage to really, like what I'll do is I'll probably Dremel a rod into her head. And then what I'll do is I'll probably Dremel a rod coming into here as far as I can go down. So this way when I attach this, at least there's a rod in her head coming into this. Because if you just put like a little bit of ease here and you work it, if you grab it the wrong way, you might snap it. So I'm going to have to really kind of set this up a better. So I think that'll look good. Have a nice flow to it. get a better angle to show you guys something like that. Alright, so I think that's what we'll do for that. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull some of this out just for sculpting. But I'm going to take this and roll this in the garage and let it cure for a bit. So this way I could do the Harley areas once this toughens up a little bit more. I'll be right back. Alright, we'll let that stuff cure up a bit, and for now, let's see what we can do with this. So let's get all this stuff out of the way, so I don't break anything. Fresh blades on here. Hey, how's it going, Hulk Smash? A customizer. You mean an item that already has textured leather, or trying to create textured leather? Hey, what's up, Iceman? Oh, that has leather on it? No, the reason why is a lot of times you'll get a reaction with leather and your paint might not cure correctly and it'll always be tacky. I'm not saying it will, but my experience it has. So like this Wonder Woman statue I'm working on for someone, kind of show it to you. So it had this plastic thing which tried to create leather, and it's all tacky and it doesn't cure correctly, so I had to re-sculpt the belt and everything on her. But I've known in the past that if you have like a leather strap or you have like a leather item and you try to paint on it, it doesn't like cure correctly because the leather has still got moisture in it, like, if that makes sense. You might have to find something that actually cures on leather. Doing better now, Iceman. I told everyone earlier, after my mother got home from the hospital and rehab, I ended up with COVID. But the COVID lasted 2 days, 3 days. But the meds they gave me for COVID actually gave me a sinus infection. And it was the worst sinus infection I've had in ages. Now the one nurse claimed that, oh, that's COVID, but the meds that they gave me actually came back up and threw some phlegm, and it actually burned my sinus. Like, it almost felt like a chemical burn. So when I told that to the doctors, they were like, stop the meds and come back in like 2 days, we'll reevaluate you. And it, sure enough, I had a crazy sinus infection. I kept telling the doctor, I go, this isn't like COVID, this is an infection, this is something serious. And the nurse was like, no, that's COVID. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm doing better, Raccoon. They gave me antibiotics, like these really horse pill antibiotics. They were like over 100, like 800 800 or something. I don't know. And after they gave it to me, like literally 2 days later, I felt better. But it took. I'm still not over the infection. It's still. It might sound congested still. But it was so bad I couldn't even sleep at night. Yeah, nobody. I don't know where I got it either. I was in the hospitals. I was in rehab. I was all over New Jersey, but when I came home and I started to rest and I was doing better, all of a sudden I got it. So I could have got it from anywhere. She's doing good, Raccoon. I appreciate you asking. She's home. She's walking around. She's doing therapy. Things are doing well. I haven't been able to see them since I have COVID, though, because I didn't want to risk giving them anything. But you know, the funny thing is, I did take a home test, and on the home test, it didn't show I had COVID. So I wonder if it was a false positive. Either way, the sinus infection was worse. But it seems like something's going around, because even my friends, they had sort of the same fever and backache issue that I had. But theirs lasted like 2 days and then they were fine. So, whatever's going around, it seems to be going fast. Although I did miss Thanksgiving. We were gonna do a Thanksgiving, like go out for dinner type thing, like a week after Thanksgiving, but we decided to scrap it all because I was sick, so figure we'll just do like Christmas Eve thing instead. Yeah, like I said, it was weird. The actual flu or COVID, whichever I had, I still think it was just a flu, because like I said, I took the home test and nothing came up. It was only like a 2 or 3 day thing. It was just achiness and a fever. Like the third day I was fine, but like I said, when they gave me those meds, me and the doctor are gonna like meet up in January. We're gonna see if I'm allergic to antivirals, because I took an antiviral in the beginning of the summer for a doctor who claimed that my sinus infection in the summertime, like around the spring, was a virus, antiviral, and not a infection. And when I took those pills, they did the same thing to my sinuses and my throat that these did. So I think I might be allergic to something in there. So we're gonna kind of figure out what the hell's going on. Yeah, I don't think those tests are correct, because I wanted to double check when I went home, and it didn't come up. So, but one of the things that kind of irritates me is that if you have a flu or COVID, you could still have something else, you know? I had a sinus infection, and the nurse that was on the phone was like, no, it's COVID, you don't have anything else. But I'm like, no, there's something else going on. And they're like, no, it's COVID. So I think a lot of doctors right away just say, you have COVID, get the hell out of my office, you know? But sure enough, like I said, it got worse and worse, so I went back and they reassessed me, and she looked at my sinuses and everything. She's like, yep, you got an infection. She didn't even have to sit there and like do a bunch of tests. She just looked in the back of my throat and stuff. She's like, yep, you got an infection. Plus, it was just nasty green shit I was hocking up non-stop, so I didn't want to tell you that, but that's what was happening. Alright, I'll do these 2 strips another time, because if I try to do it now, I'll screw this one up. But other than that, you guys get anything for Black Friday? Did you guys find any deals? I was too sick on Black Friday with an infection. I couldn't even keep my eyes open, so I didn't look at anything. I wasn't sure if I missed anything good, but I said screw it. I saw Sideshow was having crazy deals. I don't need anything though. That's not bad, Raz. Yeah, I didn't get any emails for any like hobby stores that I subscribed to. There was like no hobby deals anywhere. So I was checking my emails. But yeah, there was nothing. And the one airbrush site that I belonged to, I think it was it Midwest Airbrush Supply? Any of the stuff that I wanted wasn't on sale. It was your typical junk that you really don't need on sale, so. And I already have a stock of Eve's epoxy sculpt, so I know they had a free shipping thing or something, but I didn't really need anything. At least not yet. I don't like to overstock too much because the stuff does have a shelf life. Is that all you got, Iceman? You didn't go for anything different? Yeah, I'm not really going to be able to do too much of this until I get this back piece hooked up. Well, games aren't bad. I was trying to play Zelda while I was grounded on the couch. I couldn't keep my eyes open, so I had to scrap that idea. Have to chisel this part out a little bit. Using tubes? That sounds pretty good. Get like a good flow by doing it that way. Maybe I'll do more of a flow like that instead of coming downwards. Maybe a little bit flowing. And I could do the same thing with the sash, kind of have the sash come around and flow. Alright, so we got Psylocke planned out a little bit more. On to Harley. Alright, where did I end off with Harley? So we're going to do the open zipper chest. Alright, let's see. So we're going to take down her neck because her neck is too high. So that's one thing I have to do. We'll, once I sort of get this neck area here fixed up, we'll rework the head one day on stream where we're going to put it. I'm going to chop off the neck, we'll put a rod in there, we'll figure out where we're going to put the head. We could change it up a little bit more, you know. She doesn't have to look upwards, we can have her look down a little bit or something. As for right now, so this is going to come up here to there, around. While the Aves is sort of curing up, let's kind of fill in here and secure these a bit. So she's gonna have stockings to the shoes. We could try and add a little wrinklage in there, I guess. Not really a fan of having too many gaps, especially when you go to paint. So throwing a little extra A's in here will help lock it up a little bit better. Hey, Ferret. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're gonna try to keep the curves for Harley on this one. She was tweaked up pretty well, especially in the booty area. So. Sorry, hitting the camera here, trying to keep it in close while working. I'm still discombobulated from being MIA for so long, so bear with me on that stuff. Being away from working for a month, gotta sort of get back into the groove. So what I'm thinking of doing is put a little bit of ease back there and add some wrinkles back there a little bit. Not too much, but a little. I don't want the whole thing to look crinkly as hell, but... Yeah, Ferret, sadly, I'm going to be backtracked again a month because of what happened to me last month, but next year, I'm trying real hard to push through some stuff this month, which is not going to go as well as I hoped. But if I could really grind out some stuff over the next 2 or 3 months of people who've been waiting, I could start planning on stuff for next year. I'm not committing to anything yet, but like I tell everybody, it's best just to kind of keep in contact with me. And then you never know if something will open up or people drop out. Sometimes projects I don't do because what people are asking for is impossible, so I kind of skip stuff. But I try to take as much as I can. Sadly, I can't take on everything. What I'm going to stop doing though is I'm going to stop letting people send me an item and then I work on it when I get to it. I'm going to try to next year get an item in, or get like a few items in but not many, get them done, and then as they're finishing up, pull in some more. Can't keep storing items in my house for people that I get to like a year down the line. If I didn't reply to you, it's only because I've been crazy. It's been a bad month. I try to save all the emails on the side to when I get a chance to start responding. But if I did reply to you and you replied back, I probably just didn't get to it yet. It's just I get so many I can't keep up when, especially after this past month. So I try. Yeah, it's weird how it works. Like, I'll have people contact me and they're like, okay, I'll get back to you in a few months, and then when I contact them, say, hey, I'm ready for you, I never hear from them. So stuff gets shifted around. So it's kind of weird how it works out. Well, the way, I mean, honestly, the people who are in contact with me, and it's not that you're bugging me. No one ever really bugs me. It's just that I can't get to stuff right away. But like I said, sometimes people who are constantly in contact with me, just to kind of get updates, sometimes that slot opens up and I tell the person, okay, let's start planning out your project. You know, I hate to be that person, but what it is you get a lot of people who want the item now, and then when I'm ready to work on it, you never hear from them again. So you get some impatient people, but you get other people who constantly wait, and then when I'm ready to work with them, I do it. I just don't commit to something until I'm ready to have it sent to me. Because you never know if, like, you know, like this past month I had all this family issues, so things get delayed. Some people don't understand that, actually. I've had people in the past who are like, oh, you said now. I'm like, well, you know, family issues came up. I can't do it. Well, things are looking good for now. Like I said, I'm over the sinus infection now, so pretty much I just got to do a month or two of just focusing on stuff. Hey, what's up, Jacob? Yep, doing good now, Jacob. Appreciate it. Hopefully things are good on your end, Jacob. Although I did tell my parents, I said next year I gotta focus on catching up. I said this whole hospital thing really delayed everything, so goal is for the rest of the winter just focus on getting stuff done. So I told him, stop getting old and stop causing trouble. Yeah, I was completely shut down, Jacob. So my mother was in the hospital, ICU, then she ended up going to rehab. Once we found the better rehab center, everything was good, so I was coming home a little bit more. And then once she came home, the rehab and the social workers and all the other stuff were coming to the house to help her. So she's doing great, but I ended up getting COVID, and then I got a sinus infection. So the COVID wasn't bad, the sinus infection was horrible. Like, when that hit me, I couldn't keep my eyes open. I couldn't do anything. So I just said screw it. I said for the whole month of November, I just didn't do a damn thing. It was just one thing after another. I'm trying not to cough on stream. I got cough drops because I still got still kind of congested with this infection. So. I think we all go through that. You have like you have some good months, and then all of a sudden you have that really horrible month, and it just screws up everything. Nothing I can do about it. There was a few days here and there I was able to come home and work on stuff, but it was only personal stuff because I didn't really have much time to, you know, like, I didn't want to. What it is whenever my mind is not right, like, you know, whether it's family issues or if I'm sick, I don't like to work on commissions for people because I'm not giving it my full attention. So I'll usually do my own personal stuff just to kind of keep going. But then once I'm kind of back on track, I'll start working on commissions again. I just don't want to screw anybody's items up. That's kind of what it comes down to. No, I'm doing better. I was grounded with a sinus infection for 2 weeks. COVID lasted like 3 days. The medicine from COVID actually reacted to my sinuses, which gave me the infection. So that's something me and my doctor are gonna go over. But the infection was so damn bad. I couldn't eat, I couldn't swallow, I couldn't drink water. I was having pain breathing. But it's kind of over with now. But so for the past week and a half, I've been working on personal stuff just because I really I couldn't sit on the couch anymore. So I kind of just been doing my own personal things just to get on track. But past 3 days, I'm getting back onto the commissions again. You know, I learned a lesson a long time ago. Whenever I'm sick and I work on a commission and I screw it up, and then when I get better, I come back, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? So it's better not to screw around with people's items. And the antibiotics they gave me were like these big ass horse pills. They were like 800 milligrams or something. Nice, the spam is back. I missed the spam. I think it was last week I was gonna stream, but I had a coughing fit, because a lot of the sinus infection was headed toward my chest. So I decided not to cough on stream for like an hour or two, so I decided let's not stream last week. I don't think you guys would have wanted to hear that the whole stream. Like, I don't know about your areas, but over here, there seems to be something going around. Seems like everyone's starting to get sick around here. But it's like seems to be like a 3-day thing. Yeah, I think that's what these meds were doing to me, Jacob. They were pulling so much nasty shit out of my sinuses, it was unreal. But after 4 days of the meds, I started feeling much better. So. Yeah, there's something going around, but it's not like it's not like a serious thing. It just seems that people are getting like a fever and some chills for like 2 or 3 days, and then it's over. I just think I'm allergic to something in these antivirals. I know my mother is allergic to sulfur, so we're gonna have to find out if sulfur is in this stuff that I was given. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. There's something out there that's screwing me up. No, it definitely wasn't that. Well, I think this is something different. I think she's allergic to that's in like medications. Yeah, I like I said, I think there's something in antiviral pills that I'm allergic to. I think that's what it is. But we'll figure it out. Although I did lose some weight because I wasn't eating for like a month. A lot of stress and late nights and then getting sick. So just one of those stress and worrying and getting sick. A good diet if you want to lose weight. Alright, a little bit of wrinkles on the back there. That works. Right, let's see if this Aves is cured up enough. Grab something to drink real quick. Alright, this stuff still may be a little soft, but we'll see. Alright, so we have our cut Aves. Gonna sort of I use baby powder to roll it out, so you gotta get that baby powder off of it. Alright, so we'll start off with this side first. Let's see. So the idea, take this up to here. Also got to make sure never grab it by the ankles where I just worked on it, which I almost just did. Had a little weird caked up thing in there. There's too much eaves here, so we'll just cut this off. It's usually easier to do it thicker than to try to do a thin one at first. Just so we can have this pull it over to the side. Sorry, I didn't see the just now, Raz. So when your father got to the hospital, did they find out he was allergic to something, or was it just something else? So this will be tweaked out later and sanded down. It's more or less I'm focusing on this line here than worrying about this over here. And what I'll do is I'll throw some Aves underneath in here afterwards, going at an angle, because it'll still be way too difficult to paint in there. So. Yeah, I've heard of stuff like that before. That's why whenever I go to see a doctor right away, it's like, are you allergic to anything? I don't think I am allergic to anything, but I think I am finding out something in those antivirals. So, figure it out one way or the other. Never ends. If it's not one thing, it's another. Let's try and get this one on here without screwing up the other one. Yeah, Jacob, we actually talked about that earlier in the stream. So during my whole month, debacle month, I was really excited to see the Prime 1 Power Girl. Been waiting a year. Well, actually, no, I think I've been waiting for like 2 years for it. So I'll give you my initial reaction. When I saw it on the live stream, you know, they kind of went from the legs up. I was like, oh, it's looking good, and then all of a sudden I saw the, you know, the one arm up flexing. I'm like, it's the same as Sideshow. I go, what the hell are they doing? So my first reaction was, I gotta get it. And then after I sat there and looked at it for like, you know, 5 minutes, I'm like, why does she look like a little, like, a little schoolgirl, you know? She looked like a little anime girl. And then once I started looking at her legs are really thick, but there's no detail. So then I started going to Sideshow's Power Girl and Prime 1s, and Sideshow's, I absolutely feel that both versions of Power Girl from Sideshow are 1,000 times better than the Prime 1. I don't really like the anime heads on the Prime 1, and when I was watching the video, they started saying like, oh, we have this textured outfit. I'm like, the textured outfit doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't, I don't like that texture, to tell you the truth. I think it ruins the sculpt. So to me, it feels like an unfinished statue. It doesn't feel like it's finished at all. So my second reaction was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna redo her chest. I'm going to fix her hair because I don't like the hair sculpts on it. And then after, my third reaction was like, well, I have like 4 of the Sideshow Power Girls. I'm gonna make my versions. I go, why do I need to spend $1,500 on a Prime 1 when I'm gonna redo it all anyway? So I decided I'm just gonna skip the Prime 1 statue. I just, the more and more I looked at it, the more and more I mulled it over, and I just don't like it. And I guess also it's based off Art Germ, and I'm kind of over his artwork. It's too anime for me. So I'm gonna stick with the Sideshow stuff. Now I've been working on the I don't know if you guys saw that video of that garage kit review that my friend Meta John printed for me of that Power Girl. I've been working on that on the side. I'm not gonna ruin it now because I'm saving it for the video. I'm almost finished with it because I've been kind of just doing it for myself, and I actually like that better than the Prime 1 statue. So it's funny how a Patreon Power Girl statue that they sculpted in a month has more detail and presence than the Prime 1 does. So that's kind of my reaction to it. I'm not getting it. Yeah, the Patreon Power Girl that I'm working on is just, it's turning out way better than I expected. I redid the chest. I took off the belt. I redid the belt. I redid the outfit. I took out that gold trim stuff. So honestly, I'm actually thinking that that's going to be a better statue anyway. So, and I'm kind of getting to the point now where if I'm going to spend $1,500 for a sculpt and then have to do it myself, I might as well find a... Fuck, damn it, almost grabbed this again. I knew I was going to do that. I would find like a sculptor and have them sculpt a Power Girl the way I want it, and then print it out. Because it just seems that these companies are dropping the ball lately on this stuff. So I have a funny feeling down the line I'm going to commission somebody to make me a Power Girl the way I want it. So yeah, see, the Black Canary is a weird one because they gave her like more of a sexier outfit, a push-up chest. But Power Girl, they kind of, you know, Black Canary seems a little bit older, a little bit more adult-like. Power Girl, she looks like a little schoolgirl. Oh no, I'm definitely not doing no flexing of I got a couple poses that I've been saving in a portfolio. You know, I save a lot of model pictures for poses and anatomy. So there's a couple that have like strong presence stuff that I would do. I just gotta find a sculptor someday that I actually will listen to what I want. You know, like if I want to find a sculptor that, like, hey, if I do Photoshop tweaks, would you follow my tweaks and not, you know, and work with me? So down the line, you know, once things get better. Yeah, I'm sick of the arm pose. I mean, I understand that's all, it's Power Girl, she flexes, but it's to the point now where every single drawing and statue is the same thing. So I'm kind of over it. Well, see, if you look at the first Power Girl, it showed a hell of a lot of strength because she was standing there, she had a lot of muscle, but she also, you know, she stomped on the ground, and you had her footprints in the base. So you had a good story right there on the whole statue. And I guess the other thing too is when I saw Prime 1 and she was floating in the clouds, I'm like, again? I mean, if I was Prime 1 and I saw Sideshow Sculpt and then I saw what they were working on, I would be like, okay, we need to change this. But whatever. Yeah, that, like I said, that'll line if I could find somebody and I can commission them to do a sculpt with me. I'm pretty sure I can make a really good Power Girl, a Grail for myself, and not ever have to worry about another company making it again. But that's down the line. I'm not ready to do it yet. I don't know. Sometimes I think Prime 1 doesn't know what collectors want. But, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm not buying it, so... And then again, even if I bought it, doesn't Prime 1 take like 5 years for their items to come out? Like by that time I can commission someone, I could get ownage to print it out for me. Even by then, hell, anybody locally could probably print it with these printers getting better. You know? But I still got to customize the Sideshow ones. I got to get my display room set up next year. So I got a bunch of stuff I still got to do. Can't add another statue to the mix. Especially one that large. That one looked pretty good, Raccoon. And I also, as I said earlier, I am not a Batman fan, but the Batman sitting in the chair with all the LEDs, that was amazing. But it's just a way too big of a statue for me to even consider it. But like I said, maybe one day I'll find a sculptor. I'll have them sculpt the Power Girl I want, and I'll print it out as a 1/3. Well, I think the reason why they rushed out Power Girl is she's back in the comics, so now they're doing all these variant covers of Power Girl on all these comic book sites. Even Warren Lau just sneaked the new Power Girl image that comes out the 18th, which I can't wait. But I don't know. It just, for a 1/3 statue, it feels unfinished. I don't want to spend $1,500 plus shipping and taxes just to have to redo it. I mean, those who like it, more power to them. You know, I'm not saying it's the worst Power Girl ever done, but just for such a large statue, I just can't. I don't want to have to redo it. Honestly, I'm also getting that 1/3 Vampirella from Pop Culture Shock, or Premium Collectibles, whatever it's called now. That statue would be a better custom idea for Power Girl than the Prime 1 anyway. But I'm using that for a 1/3 custom idea, so I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet, but... Yeah, I consider Prime 1 just to be a Batman company. Like, everything else they do is not really, as far as comic book wise, it's more Batman oriented. Whereas all their other licenses are different with the video game stuff. But whatever, I got the Power Girls from Sideshow. I'm happy with those. And then I got that print, so I'm pretty good for now. And actually, tell you the truth, I'm more excited about that Bayonetta statue that I ordered. That's coming out from that company. I'm way more excited for that Bayonetta than I am for Power Girl from Prime 1. Yeah, I don't understand what this reboot is, and I don't understand why they, I don't know what the hell's going on with DC, but I'm pretty sure they're going to ruin the character. I got the first JSA issue. I haven't read it yet, but I haven't heard good things. But it's Jeff Johns, so I'm going to kind of stick with the whole series. Hopefully he brings it together. Alright, so I'll rework this line coming in here. Once this is cured up a little bit, I'll fill in these areas here at an angle during the week. And then I'll kind of sand it down a bit, kind of pull it together a little bit better. But I definitely have to take this head down. It's way too high. So I figure once this is kind of cleaned up a bit, we get the head down, then I could kind of come back and do this stuff here. I would do this piece right here now, but I'll probably end up grabbing this and screwing that up, so I don't want to do that. But one day what we'll do is kind of roll out eaves again, and then we could roll out the eaves across here. Put it around there a bit, work out some wrinkles here, work out like a little bit of the wrinkles around there, and then we could do the same thing here. I do have that piece that I bent up, so this piece goes there. Yeah, so that'll go there. I think that goes there, right? Or is it this way? No, it's this way. Yeah. Goes there. So this way when I put the eaves over that, I don't break it by accident. Alright, I think that's where I'm going to shut down the stream. I think I'm tapped out for the day. But, so like I said, what I'll do is I'll sand this down, get this kind of cleaned up. And I think next week what we'll do is start working on the edges around here a little bit more. Hopefully I could cut the head too by then. And then we can start working on the collar and just kind of keep coming down a little bit more. But so far I kind of like it. I think it's coming together a little bit better. Yeah, thanks Jacob, I appreciate it. I'm hoping that I'm back for good now. Hopefully it's a couple quiet months and I could bang some stuff out. Hopefully I can start finishing up some customs and I can start taking on repairs again. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Have a good weekend. And yeah, I should definitely be back next weekend. If I'm not, then you know something's up. But I think I'll be back. So, alright, I'm out. Have a good one, guys.